headlines. Center resist teams to 6 states for COVID-19 control containment. Unidentified individual plant hand grenade at a residence in Singjamay. And massive COVID-19 vaccination program underway in Bisnupur district. Good evening, you are watching ELITETV English News and this is HARIPRIYA. Before we proceed to the news in detail, let's keep in mind to protect each one of us from COVID-19. Be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risks to myself and others from COVID-19. Take necessary precautions in preventing the spread of this deadly virus. Follow and encourage others to wear face masks, especially when in public places, to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others. To wash hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water or using a hand sanitizer. Most importantly, don't forget to take your COVID-19 vaccine in turn. And now the news in details. The center has raised COVID-19 teams to 6 states of Kerala, Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Manipur that are reporting a high number of COVID-19 infections. These teams are designated for the control and containment of the virus. According to a media report, India recorded 46,617 new COVID-19 cases in the 24 hours, ending 8 a.m. today, taking the country's total to over 3.04 crore. Out of these, active cases declined to over 5.09 lakh, while over 2.95 crore people have recovered after testing positive. Kerala continues to be the only state reporting more than 10,000 cases a day. With 853 new deaths, the death toll surpassed 4 lakh. Maharashtra accounts for 1.25 lakh of these, while Karnataka has reported over 35,000. Tamil Nadu has seen more than 32,000 deaths till now. Johnson & Johnson said that its single-day COVID-19 vaccine generated strong persistent activity against the Delta and other highly prevalent variants. The US-based company said its vaccine was 85% effective and could also help prevent hospitalization and fatalities. In another development, 9 European nations are accepting Covishield vaccine for travel to other countries, sources told PTI. Austria, Germany, Slovenia, Greece, Ireland, Ireland and Spain are among the countries allowing travel by people who have taken Covishield vaccines, PTI reported, quoting its sources. Switzerland is also accepting Covishield as a Scandinavian state, it's reported. Some unidentified persons have placed a hand grenade at the residence of one Kakjingtabam Sipkumar Sarma, located at Singjamay Wangmakhetri Lekai, Imphal under Singjamay Police Station. The hand grenade was found planted at the residence at around 9:15 a.m. On getting the information, Manipur Police Bomb Squad rushed to the spot at around 10:20 a.m. and removed the grenade safely from the site at around 11 a.m. According to some local sources, it may be related to ransom demand. No one has claimed the responsibility of the act till date. Royal Riders Manipur RRM in association with North America Manipuri Association NAMA has today extended edible items to doctors in Manipur. Mention may be made that the aid was given as a part of the second phase of RRM and NAMA providing assistance to COVID-19 frontline workers in the state. Further, RRM and NAMA also handed over face masks and hand sanitizer to police personnel. Royal Riders Manipur has assured of extending help to people in coming days, besides appealing to the general public to strictly follow COVID-19 protocols and getting COVID-19 vaccine to combat coronavirus. And now let's take a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more updates.
For the first time in the history of electronic media in Manipur,
ELITETV News miyang tawiribasing bo Elizabeth na taramong churi.
24/7 news channel, Elite News, staying ahead. Launching on July 4th with the motto, enhancing education, literature, information and technology, entertainment and many more. Get ready to watch Elite News 24/7.
Welcome back. With an objective to fight against the global COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 Monitoring Committee Bishnupur Ward Number 7, Task Force Manipur, Bishnupur and District Hospital Bishnupur have jointly organized a mass vaccination program for COVID-19 today at Bishnupur Community Hall in Bishnupur District. Bishnupur Assembly Constituency MLA Govindas Konthosam, Task Force Bishnupur Chairman N. Bimola and Monitoring Committee President O. Tombi attended the program as main guests. Talking on the occasion, MLA Govindas Konthosam has expressed concern on slow rate of COVID-19 vaccination among the masses. He appealed to everyone in the age group of 18 years and above residing in Ward Bishnupur Ward Number 7 to administer themselves with the vaccine. The local MLA further informed that he will urge Manipur Chief Minister and concerned authority to allow Bishnupur District Hospital only for treating general patients.
COVID singak thok na hidak leram daba ngasi na hidak lera kan da koi se kap pa masing si am hanthaba sarkar na kapiu hai phaw da kap pa masing si hanthaba aduna koi ga yunglo na riba to pa state singa yeng mura kan da de koi Manipur si am hanthaba ni mayam masi di khabar loina akoi ye android phone sing se loin yaw robani na akoi hanthare akoi hujik phaw da 6 lakhs yongning tor ga lay but whereas Tripura na sing madi 15 lakhs rosto gre.
On the other hand, it has been reported that residents who come to get COVID-19 vaccine at Kiamba Ningsing Sanglen have been facing inconveniences due to concerned officials failing to administer the vaccine on time, to which residents drew the attention of state government in looking into the matter. As a part of the mass vaccination campaign launched by Bishnupur District COVID-19 Task Force on the Great June Uprising Unity Day last month, backed by Upokpi COVID-19 Task Force, a mass vaccination campaign was held today at Upokpi Community Hall in Bishnupur District. Mention may be made that the ongoing mass vaccination campaign is organized under the supervision of All Manipur United Club Organization, AMUKU and UCOVID. In connection to this, UCOVID President and Convener of Task Force, T.H. Narendra Singh has appealed to all eligible individuals in getting the COVID-19 vaccine before the onset of third wave of the pandemic. BJP National General Secretary Organization BL Santos arrived in Imphal yesterday for a few days visit in the state. Talking at a function held in connection with the National Doctors' Day at the Classic Grant in Imphal yesterday, BL Santos has lauded the tireless contribution of doctors and health workers amid the COVID-19 pandemic crisis.
I can quote hundreds and hundreds of instances where people have looked at you and your group as the incarnation of God. I'm not exaggerating something. It has been our culture to feel Vaidyo, Narayano, Hari has been our culture. We take doctors as God themselves. But this time it was an experience also. It was not just a part of knowledge or not a part of culture. This time it was an experience also. So he had to go inside the hospital and request that particular doctor to go outside and take rest for 15 days in his home. And that was the kind of dedication that was exhibited during these pandemic times.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren, BJP Central Leaders, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sarda along with many party workers took part in the program. Meanwhile, in the occasion, Chief Minister of Manipur, N. Biren, in his speech has expressed hope on COVID-19 vaccination program covering around 80% of the total population in Manipur within October 2021. He also said that the doctors and health workers in the state have helped in preventing the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic situation from getting worse. And here we have another short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Asingmune, akhoi pun vaccine kap thokuna, corona deng thokuna, hani principle hanjano hanabada adon srok yabi.
Welcome back. BJP Manipur State Unit has called for a press conference yesterday at the party office in Nitaipa Jothek in Imphal. Talking to journalists, BJP Manipur State Unit Chief Spokesperson C.H. Bijoy said that BJP National General Secretary Organization B.L. Santos has visited Imphal to look into COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state and the activities of BJP amid the prevailing scenario. Bijoy also informed that Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren along with B.L. Santos had a meeting and they discussed on measures in keeping COVID-19 at a bay in the state and boosting COVID-19 vaccination in Manipur.
Sri B.L. Santos, numit ani makai kongchita Impala thunare, March BJP National General Secretary Bunda fighting Maru ba, Miu Emani. Mana laisiki Maru Marandi, Yahana the Manipura, COVID is live elections the Apoyu performance, Media in Congress, the Chinga, Praja, very point of very discussed over the Apoyu measure should be divert the Ulama, Ulmayam to collect. Tangra, kind of change the Lagini, election in Garrett, Tarakuda, Musamasana, Mukam, Matichao Chatawa, Akimatu is in Latvia. Presumably, I was saying, in order of the applicant, management within the chair, with the support of Tamini. Party member, we are not Sevai Sangatan, I have program, we put Makata, lockdown, the media, Matin Pangre, Karigari put Matin Pangre, high relationship, Yajan Lakli. Masai had Lakudi, was a good series of meeting Chatari, honorable sales meeting within Yobini. In Palek, Lunga, Master Guzara, Humility. And a chief Guzara, Hamachiki, Marueva, and Hydrobody.
Federation of Haumi has drawn the attention to Manipur government towards preserving the territory of minor ethnic groups in the state. A press statement signed by Federation of Haumi Publicity Secretary Dr. Leisemba Mangang mentioned that post-August 14 of 1947, the Dane government had allocated some areas in Tangnopal area for the settlement of Aimul community. Later, under a certain law, the Saivan Kuki village was set up, as per request of the Kukis. Dr. Leisemba Mangang in the press statement further stressed the plan of setting up a camp of 11 IRB near Saivam village in Tangnopal district under the supervision of Chief Minister in Biren would not be right, since it would be a violation of rights to the Aimul community. Haumi Federation in the pre-statement also underlined on Manipur government carrying out new survey of land pertaining to small ethnic groups in the state. Kangleipak News Ting Pang Loop KNTL Manipur has extended a monetary aid of Rs 1,500 edible face masks and hand sanitizer to Laishram Chandrakumar and his wife Sangita. Members of KNTL visited the couple's residence located at Kumbi Uyung Makong village under Kumbi constituency and extended the aid to the poor couple. It is worth recalling that the couple had lost their 13 and 19 years old son when the boat they were sailing got capsized and they got drowned in Kumbikuga River some days back. Here we have another short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Tamo, kaya lo sandribo. As karangan na sa siya na harago.
Kaya noy sibo, kaya siya pinay sibo.
Hima, COVID ki vaccine kap thau siya na ngana du phas na hai nei dudi.
Ay haksang ka stok de. Ay kapoy. Nate, haksang ka stok do ba inguni da kapa kay kada no. Ay kapoy hasin.
Tamo, narak dringai dana isana hana sexual ho na phatro. Kap thau pa na phatabra ba.
Hoyare, section mana dum kapuro. Ay kapoy.
As khangdre da, kamai ngana du na khangdre. Phare, adu de ai chalu khige. Pungo, mamai da kapuge ko, papa ga leramo.
COVID-19 laisat asigi ngak thong bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna laisat asigi mari lena ba laina laisat singdagi ngak thok sabangami masida natana laisat asina sanghandana bagi damak matam matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngak na satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to piduna adom su suksoi soidna vaccine asi kap thok pi COVID ki vaccine kap thok tuna COVID laitaba iram dam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kap le se.
Welcome back. As many as 4 political parties in Arunachal Pradesh have filed an FIR against Union Minister Kiren Rijiju and Chief Minister Pema Khandu over the Kimin controversy. As per a media report, Jarzum Ite of JDS, Gyamatana of Congress, Kafa Bengya and Kaling Jarant of PPA, Ruhitangong of JDU filed the FIR against Rijiju and Khandu at the Kimin police station. The FIR alleged that Khandu and Rijiju violated Arunachal Pradesh Statute Act, Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation of 1873 and Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Record Act. The BRO came under the fire after it renamed Kimin, a small town of Arunachal Pradesh, 75 kilometers from Itanagar, as Bilgar and sowing it as a part of Assam. The Border Roads Organization covered Arunachal's names with white paper during Defense Minister Rajnath Singh's recent visit to Kimin to inaugurate roads on June 17, the report said. The Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs MOHUA has released rupees 14.16 crore in the first phase of the National Urban Livelihood Mission (NULM) under the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya scheme. According to media reports sharing the news, Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb said the money will be spent on further development of 400 self-help groups in the urban areas of Tripura. The role of these self-help groups in building a self-reliant Tripura is immense. In a notification issued on June 28, 2021, it was informed that the MOHUA would release the first installment as grants in aid for assistance to the government of Tripura under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Urban Livelihood Mission (NULM) during the 2021-2022 financial year. The Border Security Force (BSF) has said today that it is spotted, intercepted and opened fire on and from Pakistan at the international border in Jammu and Ania sector, according to a media report. This is the second time since the twin blasts, apparently carried out by using drones at the technical airport of the Indian Air Force on June 27, 2021, that the security forces fired upon aerial surveillance gadget in Jammu. According to the BSF sources, the flying object came close to the BSF post. Before we close, let's see the top news headlines once again. Center assists teams to 6 states for COVID-19 control containment. Unidentified individuals plant hand grenade at a residence in Singjami. And massive COVID-19 vaccination program underway in Bishnupur district. That's all for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us and keep watching ELITETV English News. Till then, take care, stay safe, and good night.